but Cody was flagged down by a trucker and looked out his mirrors and saw sparks coming from the back of the bus, which is obviously terrifying. Welcome to the Tale of Two Smittys. We're Cody, Laura, and Raleigh. This past year, we completed our schoolie bus conversion, turning a school bus into a tiny home on wheels. Subscribe and come along for the ride as we travel the country in TOTS the Bus.
Run away with me.
Last week we explored Sand Hills State Park in West Texas and Indian Bread Rocks outside of Bowie, Arizona.
And on the way out, we even saw some wild cattle. Wow, these cows just went by! Holy cow, look at the horns on the one! That was awesome! Oh shoot, I'm so sorry I missed getting it in front of the bus. Good thing Cody saw him.
We continued our drive through Arizona and headed into Nevada, catching brief partial glimpses of both the Hoover Dam and Lake Mead, as we made our way into Las Vegas, Nevada to stay with Laura's dad for a week.
So we've been having a little bit of an issue with brake lights, we noticed on our drive out here. The running lights have been working. Let's see here. But there's two filaments in lights like this, one for the running lights and then a second one for the brake lights. So the running lights have been working. The brake lights, we realized on our last drive out here, were not working. So we don't know when that happened. Grant just helped Laura fix the bad grounds. We had some bad grounds in them. And now we're firing up the bus to see if that solves the brake light problem as well. Let's take a look.
All four red. All bright, all red.
What do you say?
Thumbs up for tail lights. Also thumbs up for brake lights.
Okay.
Both. Both.
Nope. Still no brake light. Dang it. Well, bad news. We fixed the grounds for the running lights. Still no brake lights. Good news is that we ended up fixing the brake lights. I don't have video of it, but there was a brake light switch underneath the brake pedal, and Grant helped us fix it. So we have brake lights.
One of the things Grant recommended was to check our steering. So we started up the bus. I was turning the wheel back and forth, and Laura and Grant were feeling here for some looseness.
Yeah, right?
We ended up finding that the steering arm was a bit loose at the steering box. We tightened that down to prevent further wear and, worst case, a loss of steering. After a long day of working on the bus, it was time to go to the dog park and play.
Where's the little boyfriend?
Brother, where's your boyf?
Vegas Bay.
Okay, you got his water. Faster? Yeah. Don't give up, stick, keep trying.
Hey, what's that?
As much as Raleigh loves a good dog park, it was time to get out of the city and back to some wide open wilderness.
Well, we left Dallas to get rid of the snow, and that is not working. We already have dusting of snow. Obviously you can see it on the car. I mean, these are real snowflakes. This is ridiculous. Drive west, they said. It'll be warm, they said.
We ended up getting 3 inches of snow, and it was 29 degrees when we woke up. By the end of the workday, it was around 40 and the snow was gone. So were the clouds, revealing a beautiful backdrop of snow-covered mountains.
So we have had enough of this cold. We woke up this morning, it was 29 degrees, and so we decided to head south. It's the beauty of this, is we just decided and we're gonna go. So we are packing up, shutting some things off, and gonna head down to Arizona. Maybe Lake Havasu area, I'm not sure, we'll see. Laura's gonna try and stop and get a couple groceries. She's gotta pick something up from her dad since we weren't supposed to be this last minute. We were supposed to be staying for a few more days. We've gotta give him his keys back and pick something up and all this stuff. So anyway, let's see where the road takes us next.
So doing a little bit of maintenance that's easy for me to do. I'm cleaning up our tail lights, signal lights, brake lights, and just to show you a little bit how dirty they can get. So you can just see there's a lot of dirt kind of collected here. I am just using some warm soapy water and cleaning them all up and putting them back on TOTS.
Whose toothbrush are you using?
Yours.
While Laura cleaned the light covers, I tackled some electrical projects like adding 3 more batteries. We absolutely love our Battleborn batteries, we highly recommend them, and you can check them out in the description below. With our chores done, it was time to take our patient puppy on a hike to explore the area.
So we were going on a little hike and we found this little canyon. I'm calling it a canyon, it's not, but it feels like it is. We're like 200 yards from the bus, didn't even know this was here. So that's the way we came. You can see TOTS all the way down here. Hello.
Went through, I guess, a dried out riverbed, but it felt like we were in the Grand Canyon. It was awesome, super fun.
Although we've been living on the bus, we only recently unloaded all the tools that we had borrowed, and it was time to get things organized under the bed. It was also time to get our cell signal booster installed.
So Cody is working to prep the holes to install the exterior antenna, and I'm going to show you where we're going to put our WEBOOST.
After spending nearly a week on this BLM land and enjoying terrific weather near Lake Havasu, it was time to pack up and move on to our next destination.
What do you think, Raleigh? You ready to head somewhere else? What do you think? You ready to go somewhere else? You don't like the bus making noises. So we are heading out of our spot off of Needle Mountain Road. Needle Mountain Road?
Yeah,
Needle Mountain Road.
Needle Mountain Spring.
Needle Mountain Spring. Whatever it says right here.
Hey, you wild animal.
So we're getting ready to head out, and we are heading to Schoolypalooza. So we are not as far finished with some projects as we wanted to be by the time we get to Schoolypalooza, but we're going.
Yeah.
We're going, and if you're going to be there, we'd have already seen you by now, probably, because this probably isn't going to come out until the middle of Schoolypalooza. Anyway, we've got about a 4-hour drive, so let's get on the road and let's get to it.
So one of the projects we did a while back was added on the hitch to the back of the bus to hold our generator, extra storage, that kind of thing. And it has been working great, but Cody was flagged down by a trucker and looked at his mirrors and saw sparks coming from the back of the bus, which is obviously terrifying. So the culprit was that hitch that we had installed. So we had put a piece of plywood down just for some extra strength and rigidity on the mesh grate, and the exhaust was going right onto it. It was a problem. It was sparking, and let's take a look at what it ended up looking like.
Some of that I broke out, to be fair.
Yeah, so
It was happening really like here. And then it got a little bit worse as we were driving longer distances, and then I broke all this off, and I think just because it's still open, it was still like charring this.
Yeah, so we're gonna remove this piece of wood just because we've got about a 4-hour drive and we don't want any problems.
And we're gonna get a tailpipe extension.
That's right. So to remedy this issue, we are gonna buy, it's actually pretty standard, you can get it at any auto parts store, but an extension of the tailpipe that'll kind of make it come down and out below this hitch so that we can still use it, but not dangerously. So, lesson learned. Learn from us. That's why we do these videos. One last project, and that is our pile of garbage.
In August of 2019, we bought a school bus, and almost immediately it was clear that Schoolypalooza was a must-see event. We almost came last year with an empty bus. This bus conversion has been a long road. It has been a wonderful journey, but a difficult one too. We've built a bus through 2 apartment moves and a hotel stay, a global pandemic, job furlough, and job change. But we have stayed the course. All aiming for this one moment. We'll see you next week.